Wells family journey. Today I'm just gonna go for a brisk walk around the neighborhood. You know, I realized gotta get your steps in. Without exercise, we just get fat. Good morning. How you doing? Hey, doggy. Got a little dog walking around their neighborhood. So, just gonna give you guys a quick look at my neighborhood. It's nice and quiet. When we chose this house, I was like, okay, it's getting close to retirement from the military. I wanna go to a quiet, peaceful neighborhood. Doesn't have too much traffic. Funny thing is, when I was looking at this house, I'll pull up in my car and I'll sit there for like an hour or two, just trying to see how the neighborhood was before we took that big leap in buying that house. And it was quiet. There was a train track just a little bit further down the road, but the whole time I might have heard one or two trains come by in the 2 hours that I was sitting there just looking at the house, checking out the neighborhood. But it's strange. So now it's like we get trains like every 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. And after a while you get used to it. So I didn't pay it no mind after that. And you just get used to it, especially at night when you're sleeping. But yeah, so anyway, here we go. Walking down the street. So this is a street that we drive on every day. Just walking down the street. I love Washington for the greenery and all the trees. Very peaceful here. When we first got here in 2013 of January, this is during the winter season, and I was like, we had just came from Germany, and in Germany it gets cold, lots and lots of snow and ice, and all my life except for 3 years of my life I have been in cold weather, which has all 4 seasons. And just growing up, getting older, having aching bones and joints in your body, it starts to hurt. So when we moved here in 2013, we got stationed here, there was like maybe an inch or 2 of snow on the ground. And I remember asking somebody, I was like, so when are we getting more snow? And they was like, oh, this is a bad winter. This is all snow. This is the most amount of snow that we get here. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That is really, really crazy. And then I was like, man, I started talking to the wife and the kids. I was like, this is all the snow they get here. This is great. And it wasn't even that cold. It was more raining than anything. Because it did snow. And then about 3 days later, it started raining and the snow melted. And I was like, this is perfect. If this is the worst this snow gets here, I can do this. So about a month or two later, we just decided to make this our permanent area, because trying to get back to Hawaii, it's expensive for one. That was where I really wanted to end up, was Hawaii. But that didn't happen. The military didn't send me there. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, so we got the house, and we all love it. It was exactly what we needed. Now, it was technically a 3-bedroom house with a loft upstairs, but that loft, man, is big enough to have a bedroom in itself, which is actually Kira's bedroom now. Man, I wanted to be my little man cave, my computer area, my office, but now, we're in Germany. I told Kira, I said, yes, when we move, you can have a bigger room and this and that. But yeah, so that's what it was. It's a nice house. It's a 3-level house. Nice sized backyard. And 3 bedrooms, technically 4 bedrooms, with, what's that, 3 bathrooms? Yeah, 3 bathrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and 1 half bathroom. So the half bathroom is on the first floor. I just call that the the guest bathroom, because yeah, so when we have people over, that's the bathroom they usually use. Yeah. Remember what I said about trains? What was that, the 3rd train? Within like 5-6 minutes now? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, but it's still peaceful. Everything is peaceful here. This is what I like. So I'm just gonna walk down to the end of the road here, get my steps in for the day, because past few months I haven't been getting my steps in. Before all this hit in 2020, shoot, I was getting about 12,000, 18,000 steps a day, especially when I was working at the grocery store on Fort Lewis. Man, I was getting my steps in. That was putting me through the ringer. Walking up and down the grocery store, the commissary aisles, stocking groceries, up and down ladders. That was a workout. And they want you to do that. They want you to complete your load of deliveries for the night within like 2-3 hours. It was ridiculous. You know, it was taking me about 5 hours. But I was like, you know what? It was a good paying job. I'm going to stay here as long as I can and make that money. So after I was done with my tasks, I'd be asking the managers and the bosses, hey, we got anything that's not completed? I'll go over there and do it. So yeah, it was taking me about 5 hours, 6 hours a night. I was banking. I really liked that job. But the only problem I had was when I accepted the job, this was like in early February, one year. I told him, I said, I have a trip, a boating cruise planned for the end of June. So I will need to take leave, take a vacation for that. Will this be a problem? And they told me, no, it wouldn't be a problem. So I was like, great, I'll accept this position then. Well, as time got closer, I think it was about April, I put in my paperwork. And I was like, all right, this is going to get approved. And it's like, yeah, it's going to get approved. Not a problem. Well, a month close to towards the end of June, so beginning of June, oh, here we go. This is Mullen Road. They are redoing this road because when school opens, since we've been here, this road gets so packed. I'll show you more of this road in another video. But yeah, we reached the end of my street. This is on the main street of Mullen. They say that this construction is going to last for about 3 years. And it just started like a month or two ago. That's crazy. So let's turn around, walk back down the street. So yeah, getting back to my paperwork. So I put in my paperwork for my vacation, and I waited, and then I asked, got closer, and I kept asking, I was like, where's the paperwork at? Is it close? Are we anywhere near it being approved or disapproved? I need to know something. And everyone was like, oh, it's gonna get approved. It's sitting on a desk, you know, the normal things you hear about paperwork. For people that's been in the military, you know how this goes. Sometimes if you don't hunt and track down the paperwork that you submitted, it gets lost. But it sat on the people's desk for a long time before it was even sent up the ladder to the proving authorities, which is crazy in itself. So I think I was about 2-3 weeks out for me getting on that boat, and I haven't heard nothing back from him. And I'm like, what is going on? I need to know something. Well, I was supposed to get on that boat on a Monday. It was a Monday. I went to work that Friday. And as soon as I walked through that front door, I was handed a piece of paper. I was like, oh, okay, good. This is my vacation paperwork. And I'm reading paperwork, and then it said denied. I'm like, what in the world, denied? So I turned this in like 3 months ago. How in the world are you gonna deny it and not tell me until was that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days before I'm supposed to get on this cruise, on this boat? So, further reading the paperwork, it stated that my vacation was not approved, it was denied, and if I chose to take that vacation time, then my spot would be terminated. I was like, man, this is some bull. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. You know, I gave this job my all. You know, up and down the stairs, through the aisles, walking. I asked about my paperwork months in advance and kept on asking for y'all to tell me that my stuff got denied a few days before I'm supposed to get on a boat. You know, at this point, I can't even sell my ticket. I can't give anybody my ticket. So I was screwed. So I told him, I said, you know what? This is going to be my last night working here. I'm done. I can't work in a company that wants to treat their employees like this. Whereas people that I knew personally that turned in paperwork after me, they got their stuff approved. I'm like, how in the world is their vacation approved and mine is not approved? So yeah, I told them I'm done, and the night assistant manager was like, oh no, wait until the manager comes back. I'm like, I got like 2-3 days. I'm not waiting. I said, you know, I was hot that night. So I did my job like I always do, the best I can, 100%, because that's what Wells do. When we put our mind into it, we put our mind into it. We accomplish it. We just don't do anything half-assedly. We do it 100%. People that know me know that I'm not lazy. If I start something, I do the best that I can till it's finished. Just like how it was in the military for me, I accomplished the mission. Because that is what we're supposed to do. We accomplish a mission. We go in there, we get it done, and then we go on and we move to the next one. So I went home that night, and I was like, I was hot. I was livid. And I sat there over the night. I was like, okay, I'm going to talk to the main manager, see what was going on, see if she could reverse it, because it should not have been denied. Plain and simple, it should not have been denied. But by Sunday, you know, over that weekend, I was like, I'm not doing this. So Sunday I went in, I told him, I said, okay, I'm not coming back. I'm gonna take my vacation, because this vacation was in the works, saving up money, planning, helping out, doing things to accomplish this goal for 2 years. So I had a lot of time invested in this. I want to show y'all this little garden that's on my street. They got an apple tree here. They got a berry tree. I got this berry tree as well. And they got corn growing. I love this. They got lettuce. I'm going to show you my garden in another video. It's not as nice as theirs. This is amazing. Maybe one day when I have time, I will build a garden like this. But for right now, my garden is what it is. I have like 6 raised beds in my backyard for my garden. Oh yeah, getting back to the story. So yeah, Sunday night was my last night there at that job. And I was like, okay. It was a great job while it lasted. Even though it only lasted a couple months. It was good, high paying job. You know, hey, I suggest if someone really wants it, look into night stocking groceries for a company at the commissary. Not vendor stocking, but actual contracted stocking. Because I also did vendor stocking for a couple years. I think I started in 2016 when I got out the Army. Retired out the Army. But the thing with that position was you got paid by how many cases came through the back door for your particular products, your company. And at that time I worked for Kraft Foods. So I stocked cheese and Kraft items, which was Planters peanuts at the time. And I'm like, okay, this is good. You know, it was great. But over the years, you know, it was fluctuating. For 1 month I'll get like one night I'll get like 3 pallets, 7-8 feet high of product to download and stock. And I was like, man, that's good. I was making good money, good bank then. But over years, they stopped ordering less and less and less. So my paychecks were going down and they were fluctuating up and down. I'm like, it's hard to budget when your paycheck is not a straight paycheck. You know, one paycheck I'll get like $800-900 on one paycheck. Next paycheck I'll get like $500-600. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. It's like I'm spending the same amount of time rotating stock, rotating dates, and it just wasn't adding up. So I had to let that one go. But yeah, so we're at the end. We're back at my house. This is my house. Beautiful house. I do need to cut this grass. I was going to cut it yesterday, but it just started raining. It was crazy. But yeah. All right, so that was the end of my walk. We're back at my house. Yeah. Great day. So this is my street. Nice, quiet street. So going back to the story. I told that company, goodbye. I am done. Y'all had enough time to disapprove or approve my paperwork. And I just do not want to be with a company that puts so little effort in their paperwork. And all this could have been avoided. I'd probably still be working for that company to this day if they would have just told me ahead of time, yes, my paperwork was approved, or no, it was not approved and it was denied. So you sit down and ask yourself, are you worth the trouble for a company that does not care for you and all they care about is product, activity, and dollar signs? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking Will's Family Videos. Live life happy. Stay strong. And I'll see you on the next video.